Hi all, welcome to the 10th episode of Businessline's Trending Commodity Picks. Folks, in our 8th episode, we said coffee prices are set to rise. Retail coffee prices have been increased by Rs 80 a kilo currently, and some of the corporates too have high prices. The link to that episode is in the description below. Moving on, today we will look at how corn prices are behaving globally. Currently, corn prices on the Chicago Board of Trade (CBOT) are ruling at $3.8 a bushel. That's 12,565 rupees a ton. It's a 4-year low. Prices have declined on robust production projections that could be supported by favorable weather and record yields. In particular, the US Department of Agriculture (USDA) sees the yield in US rising to 183.1 bushels or 4.98 tons. According to the Food and Agriculture Organization, which is an arm of the United Nations, corn production is expected to be 1,222 million tons in 2024-2025 versus 1,238.20 million tons in 2023-2024. Supplies are expected to be higher at 153.50 million tons. This is due to a carryover stock of 315.5 million tons. The consumption will be lower than the production growth. This is because China, one of the largest consumers of corn, has cut down on imports of the commodity due to an economic crisis. This will lead to a rise in the carryover stock to 324.5 million tons. The USDA Economic Research Service and research agency PMI, a unit of Fitch Solutions, have forecast corn prices below $4.5 a bushel, rupees 14,885 a ton. However, corn prices in India may not reflect the global trend, and you may have to pay more for your favorite corn dish, such as the baby corn pepper fry. There are quite a few reasons. First, in India, domestic prices are rolling near record highs. Currently, corn is quoted above rupees 21,000 a ton in most of the agri-terminal markets. Prices in India are high because consumption is surging every year. It's in double figures. This is despite a record production of 35.67 million tons in 2023-24 crop year. Corn in India is consumed by the poultry sector, the starch manufacturing units, and the ethanol manufacturing units. The poultry sector consumes over 16 million tons of corn produced in the country. Annually, its consumption is reported to rise by 1 million tons. The rest is accounted for by the starch industry. A tiny portion is accounted for human consumption, which is increasing annually. From the 23-24 fiscal, the center permitted the use of corn for ethanol production. This became essential as there was a shortage of sugarcane last year. These production units were also denied the supply of damaged and broken grain for ethanol production as food grain production was affected. The center has also come up with a scheme guaranteeing minimum support price (MSP) for corn growers who enter into contracts to supply their produce to ethanol manufacturing firms. Why can't India import corn, you might ask? But imports are permitted at 60% customs duty. That makes it tough. The government does permit 5 lakh tons of corn to be imported under the tariff rate quota. Under this, the duty is 15%, but this is a small portion of a huge demand. So that leaves us with no option but to pay a higher price despite things looking bearish in the global market. India is considering allowing imports of genetically modified corn for industrial use at lower duty. If that happens, we may all get some relief. Until then, eating corn will be as hard as the coarse grain itself. Thank you all for tuning in. Till our next episode on yet another fascinating subject. Bye all.